Hello my planner friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. So I am going to be playing catch up in my planner. If you do follow me, you would have known that I missed a couple of weeks last month and I missed a couple of weeks in February. I feel like I'm back on track. I got April, I did April's first week, I did April monthly, so I feel like I'm back on track, but I wanted to go ahead and go back and catch up on some stuff that I did last week, or the last couple months. And the fun thing about this is I get to really just kind of decorate. I did write down some stuff that I did, and I have some information about things, so I'm able to like put back those memories into the book. But this is going to be fun because I'm just going to be able to really just decorate and kind of have fun with it. So the plan for this plan with me is going to be based kind of on this sticker sheet that I had. I also had this one in my stash as well, and then I also had this one in my stash. So I kind of feel like they all really go together really well. So it's going to be a kind of a butterfly bird theme. I also had these that I bought at Hobby a long time ago, so I'm thinking I want to try to incorporate these somehow. Some label stickers that I can use. I've got this piece of paper that I pulled that I think I'm going to try to use. And then I also have some of these things that I really like, this cut apart thing right here. Not sure if I'm going to use anything else. I might use this one right here too. I also have these kind of weird rubber like lace applique things that I bought at the Dollar Tree, and I bought these, oh my gosh, so long ago, and I've never used them. And I thought maybe I could try to incorporate them in this theme somehow. Don't know how, but I'm gonna try. So that is the plan for this particular one. I don't know what week I want to do it in, so I'm gonna just kind of plan this. So this one is, it's gonna be 2/12 through 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2/18. So I'm gonna do, so I have a plan for this one. So it's not going to be, even though it's Valentine's Day, it's not going to be really Valentine's Day-y. Is that a word? But I do have an inspiration that I do want to use for this, so that's going to be that one. It's not going to be really Valentine's Day themed though. And then this one will be the 19th. Okay, so this one's 2/19 through the 25th. And I do have a theme for this as well. So that's for that one. And then I do want to try to do this as well. And then the monthly. So my monthly, I don't really have a theme yet for this one, so I'm going to have to think about that. And then this one, is going to be, when did I stop on this one? I stopped at the 4th. So this is going to be 4/5 to, no, this is going to be 3/5. 3/5 to 3/11. And this is going to be 3/12, all right, to 3/18. Perfect. Okay, so I can either do it on this one, or I could do it on this one. And I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just need to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and just work backwards, and I'll just do this one next. Alright, now after that 4.5-minute intro, I'll go ahead and start the plan with me. Okay, I really wanted to use this bird paper. I thought it was really in line with what I wanted to do with the stickers and stuff. So what I decided that I was going to do was I was going to use it for the side panel. So what I'm doing here is I am just cutting it up so that the bird is going to fly off the page. And I cut it so that it was straight where the actual side panel was, but then the birdie part was cut out. All right, and then I took the rest of that paper and I'm going to go ahead and use it for the middle row. And on the paper it has this like white little floral leaf swirly pattern. What I did was I lined up the pages on top of each other so that I could make sure that when I cut it, I just wanted to cut it once. And so I could use the one half for one side and the other half for the other side. So you can see there the pattern still continues on. And I do have to admit that and then what I did, because I did have a little bit of space that left, I just used a little patch of paper and I patched it, but you're not going to be able to see that because it's not even noticeable. I do want to say that when I was doing this design, the polka dotted middle little place where the holes was really bothering me, but I just have to keep reminding myself that when I put it in my planner, I can barely see it. So I just had to move on because I was going to try to fix it and like cover it up, but I tried a bunch of different stuff and it was just going to be too hard to cover it. So I'm like, just ignore it, go on. All right, so as you can see, I'm totally cutting up this paper and you barely can see it because I'm totally off the page and I apparently don't remember how to record these videos. But I decided that I was going to use kind of that burgundy paper, and I am going to be using that to cover the entire rest of the spread. So you can see here I'm going to cut up some more for the top, and then as I get this glued on, I'm not exactly sure why it looks kind of cloudy. I don't know if that's going to translate when I post it to the YouTube, but for some reason it all of a sudden got cloudy. I don't know if I had something on my lens or what, but apologize for that. Anyway, here I am I'm going to just use my glue dots and adhesive tape roller here, and I'm just going to put all of this paper down. I really was basically just trying to cover up the white space because once I had that kind of off-white page down, I just felt like I wanted to cover up as much of the white space as possible. So you can see that I also covered up the top where the days of the week are. So I covered that with some washi tape as well. And then when I was putting this on, when I cut it in a way that it did keep the design of the paper. I went ahead and cut that whole part out because you couldn't see what I was doing because I was literally off camera the entire time. So, but you can see that I just basically cut the paper so that the pattern stayed whole. Okay, now I'm going to get this side panel on, and as soon as I get that side panel on, it's going to be sticker time. So as I was doing sticker time, I was putting on specific labels because typically how I do this is I don't really know what I'm doing for the week. I have a couple things usually that I know, but since I actually am doing it was several weeks ago that this particular week happened, I knew everything that happened during the week. So I had specific stickers that I wanted to make sure that I used in order to make sure that I could track those things. So when I was putting down the label stickers, those brown label stickers, I had specific things that I was going to be putting on those labels. So that's why they are in the specific spots that they're in. So I'm going to just go ahead and plan a little bit, get some things down here that I did over the week, and then I am going to just put a bunch of stuff down that I did because I kept track of everything, because I knew that I would eventually want to come back and do this if I could. So I had to add another sticker there, as you can see, because I actually had a thing I had forgotten to put a sticker for a dinner that I had before I went to my game night. I did a little shopping on Thursday. And let's see, what else did I do? And then I did my plan with me on Saturday. I recorded that. And then what was that? I don't know if that's it. Oh, I just put that I did a spring theme. Okay, and then I had a book study at church. And then I'm just adding in some more decorative stickers there. And then I decided that I did want to go ahead and do a journal card. I am journaling in a different way now. I'm actually using junk journals. So if you've seen that video, if you're interested in all in junk journals, I am posting some project shares. If you're interested in seeing my process on that, I would love to hear from you guys if that's even something that you would be interested in. It's not really necessarily planner related, but if you're interested in seeing like a process video on how I make my junk journals, go ahead and leave me a comment so that I know if you guys are interested in that. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that part up, and I just put some of the same paper that I used with the bird paper. And then I had this little quote on one of these little cut aparts, and I thought that was a cute quote, and it matched the paper, the burgundy paper that I used. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out, and I'm going to round the corners, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink it up. So I'm just going to make it look kind of dirty. And then I put something on the back because it was white on the back, so I wanted to cover up that white space, because I'm going to make it hang off the journal card a little bit on the top. And then I took that bird cut apart thing I showed you earlier, and I'm going to just cut that out. I didn't really want that gold foil on there, so I just cut that out. And then I'm going to dirty that up too by just putting some ink all around the edges. And then I'm going to take some of my glue dots and adhesive tape roller and put that on there. And I'm going to use those weird rubber lace stickers from the Dollar Tree. So I just put one down there, and then I'm also going to put one at the top. And the one that I put at the top was a little short, but it worked out perfectly because I just cut that little piece off, and then I just stuck it at the end, so it looked like it went through the whole entire top. Okay, and now I'm going to take some of my pop dots here from Glue Dots, and I'm just going to pop this little bird off the page a little bit. And then I did want to go ahead and make a paper clip with one of those little stamp stickers. Had that little butterfly on it. So to turn that sticker into a paper clip, what I'm going to do is I am going to take the back off of it, and then I'm going to take the foam dot that is there, and I'm going to stick it kind of at the top so that I can use a pop dot to adhere the paper clip on. So you can see there I tried to use the foam dot that was there, but it just wasn't strong enough. So I'm going to move that one up to the top a little bit, and then I'm going to take a pop dot here from Glue Dots. These are amazing. They work great because they're really super strong, and that you can kind of press the paper clip into the pop dot. And then I just stuck the back on it, and there you go. You have a paperclip. And another little tip that I'm going to give you once I put it into the planner, I'm going to take some clear tape. I actually have this clear tape from Dollar Tree, and it's super clear. So I'm going to just adhere my paperclip on with tape. I know it sounds funny, but I don't like losing my paper clips, so I just take some of that tape and I stick it on there, and then it keeps it from falling off. All right, well, there is this week's, well, a couple weeks ago's planner with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.